What's up, guys? It's Daniel. First thing I gotta say is Happy Easter to all of you. Hope you've enjoyed your days with your families and your friends as well. It's Easter Day, but today is a special video, and I'm gonna be talking about Chevy's struggles in NASCAR in 2019. It's no coincidence that Chevy has been on a downfall the last couple years. They've been struggling every single race this year. There only seems to be a few guys that are really doing anything. And I'm going to go through stats proving my point. In 9 races this season, Chevy only has 5 top 5s altogether. Kurt Busch has 3 of those. The only driver that has really shown a lot of speed more than one race has been Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is the sole reason Chevy is at all good right now. Now, Chase Elliott on here does have a second place finish. So, Chase has had one race where he's been good. He's had a few, he's done okay, but nothing special. Chevy only has Chevy only has 4 drivers in the top 16 in points. That being Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, and Austin Dillon. Not even Kyle Larson is doing well. Larson's 19th in the points. That's really bad. Larson's had a bad year this year, like really bad year. And you only have 6 Chevys inside the top 20 in points. The top 10 is filled with either Joe Gibbs, Penske, or SHR cars. So yeah, that shows who the strongest teams are. The Penske cars, the Joe Gibbs cars, and the Stewart Haas cars. Those are the 3 strongest teams in NASCAR. Chevy's got a lot of catching up to do. I thought by now Chevy would be winning races. They haven't been showing speed. This is the worst start to a season that Chevy has had in a long time. I think this is one of the worst years they've had in the modern era of NASCAR. For them only to have 5 top 5s in the first 9 races, that's horrible. And not only that, they've barely done anything. The only time we saw Chevy have any speed, Texas, I'll admit, Chevy was good that week. Hendrick was good. But even that, other than that, Hendrick hasn't shown speed. Chip Ganassi, Kurt Busch is only saving grace there. Kyle Larson, who I thought was going to do better this year, he hasn't anything. RCR, which Austin Dillon, I'll admit, is the driver leading RCR. He's doing a good job, but he's only 14th in the points. Daniel Hemrick, who I thought kind of would be a factor, he's sitting 28th in the standings right now. Yeah, Hemrick's having a really bad year this year. Hemrick is getting beat by Bubba and David Reagan, and he's got RCR equipment. Granted, yes, he's a rookie, but shouldn't a guy like Hemrick, who's in a good car, shouldn't he be competing at least for the top 20 in the standings, or possibly even a playoff spot? My point is Chevy's in trouble. There's ways for them to get better, no doubts about it. But Chevy has a lot of things they need to catch up. They are so far behind. They weren't even this bad last year at this point. Last year, by this point, they were competing for wins somewhat. And they were still somewhat competitive. A little bit. Not as much, but still a little competitive. There's no competitiveness out of Chevy this year. And it's a shame that teams like Hendrick and Chip Ganassi and RCR cannot compete. And I don't know if it's because they don't have the horsepower, which I think that's one of the big reasons why Chevy's struggling, is because there's like no horsepower in the cars down the straightaways. So they're losing speed to the Fords and the Toyotas. But it's been a year. And then they're not maybe used to the body of the car. I don't know what's going on with Chevy right now. But I hope they can turn the season around, because as a Chevy supporter and a guy who's always been a Chevy fan, my favorite driver has always been a Chevy driver since I started. When Tony retired, Kyle Larson became my guy. Chase, my second favorite driver. To see my guys struggling as much as they are in the car they are in is a problem. I guarantee you, let me say this, I guarantee you Chase Elliott was driving a Joe Gibbs car, an SHR car, or a Penske car, I guarantee you that he would be winning races and competing for championships right now. Same thing with Larson. But they can't with the equipment they have. It was impressive that Chase Elliott won 3 races with the caliber of the car that Chevy is right now. It was impressive last year. Chase Elliott is a very talented driver. Some people not giving him enough credit. I've given Chase Elliott a lot of credit because he's a really good driver. And to see him not doing, well, Chase not doing terrible, but he's respectfully 10th. That's not bad. But Chevy has got to work on getting it together. They have been terrible this year. Their only big highlights are Kurt Busch finishing second at Bristol, almost winning the Food City 500, and Chase Elliott winning almost winning Martinsville, and Hendrick Motorsports dominating the first half of the Texas race. All I'm saying is I really hope this Chevy can turn the season around because it's been a frustrating year as a Chevy supporter. I hope we can get the season turned around, guys. And granted, I understand that we're only 9 races in and anything can change. But to see Chevy struggling as much as they are, it hurts as a NASCAR fan. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on, let me know when a video goes live on my channel. And share this video with your family friends. Also, comment down below your opinions, and I'll probably respond as well because I'm going to start responding a lot more. Just saying. And can we get 5 likes on this video? I would really appreciate it. And also follow my Facebook page, link in the description. I'm going to have a Twitter in the near future. Just not right now, but in the next week or two, I should have a Twitter coming in the link as well to follow that and all my videos going out there as well. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.